Thabo Bester, the Facebook rapist, was imprisoned in Mangang Maximum Security Prison. He was serving a life sentence for his unspeakable crimes. But Bester was not resigned to spend his life behind bars. He began to meticulously plan an audacious escape. The plan started with a staged fire inside his prison cell. Flames engulfed the cell, creating chaos and confusion. Prison authorities rushed to contain the blaze. Amidst the wreckage, a body was discovered. The body was badly burned, making identification difficult. Authorities presumed the charred remains were those of Bester. The world was led to believe that Thabo Bester had perished. News outlets reported his death, closing the chapter. But this was all a carefully orchestrated deception. Bester had already vanished, melting into the shadows. The body found was a fabrication, a decoy. His escape left behind a trail of unanswered questions. How did he manage to pull off such a daring feat? The security breach raised serious concerns about the prison. The escape was not a solo act. He had an accomplice. Someone on the outside was helping him. The accomplice provided resources and support. Their collaboration was essential to Bester's success. The accomplice was crucial in the escape plan. The fire was just the beginning of their scheme. Bester's escape sent shockwaves through the nation. The public was outraged by the security lapse. The audacity of the escape was truly unbelievable. A massive manhunt was launched to recapture him. Police mobilized resources to track down the fugitive. Every lead was pursued, every stone unturned. The pressure mounted on authorities to find Bester. The escape became a national obsession. The media fueled the frenzy with constant updates. The public demanded answers and accountability. The prison officials were under intense scrutiny. How could such a high-profile prisoner escape? The investigation uncovered a web of corruption. Some prison staff were suspected of involvement. The truth was slowly beginning to unravel. Bester's escape exposed the flaws in the system. The prison's security protocols were clearly inadequate. The incident triggered a review of security measures. Changes were needed to prevent future escapes. The escape raised questions about prison management. The incident highlighted the need for reform. Bester's escape was a wake-up call for the nation. The public demanded justice for his victims. The escape reignited the debate on capital punishment. The escape was a slap in the face to the justice system. The public felt betrayed by the authorities. The escape was a testament to Bester's cunning. His intelligence was used for evil purposes. The escape was a symbol of defiance. Bester refused to accept his fate. The escape was a desperate act of freedom. Bester was willing to risk everything. The escape was a gamble with high stakes. Bester was playing a dangerous game. The escape was a temporary victory. his freedom would eventually come to an end. Bester was gone, leaving behind a staged death and many questions. Dr. Nandifa Magudumana was his accomplice. A doctor with a large social media presence, she helped Bester escape, ushering him into a world of luxury. He assumed a new identity, shedding his past like a snake's skin. Bester thrived in Johannesburg's wealthy suburbs, unrecognizable. He launched fraudulent schemes, preying on the unsuspecting. Millions flowed into his accounts, fueling his lavish lifestyle. Magudumana reveled in the opulence, blinded by the ill-gotten gains. They dined at expensive restaurants, flaunting their wealth. Their freedom, however, was built on a foundation of lies. A photograph surfaced, a careless mistake in their charade. Bester and Magudumana were captured shopping, their faces clear. The image ignited a media frenzy, the truth threatening to erupt. Police launched a swift investigation, determined to uncover the truth. The elaborate deception began to unravel, thread by thread. Their new life was crumbling around them, the walls closing in. They panicked, making plans to flee the country. Tanzania became their destination, a desperate attempt to escape justice. But the authorities were closing in, their net tightening. They were apprehended in Tanzania, their escape thwarted. The game was over. Their charade had reached its end. Extradition back to South Africa was inevitable, their fate sealed. Bester's tale serves as a chilling reminder of audacity. Sometimes, what seems like death is just the beginning. A new life, albeit temporary, built on deceit and lies. But freedom, ultimately, always ends with capture. The facade cracked, revealing the darkness beneath the surface. The stolen moments of luxury now replaced with cold reality. The weight of their crimes pressed down, inescapable. The courtroom awaited, justice demanding its due. The world watched, captivated by the unfolding drama. The Facebook rapist and his accomplice brought to justice. Their audacious escape, a testament to human desperation, but also a reminder that no one is above the law. The consequences of their actions were about to be revealed. The truth had emerged, shattering the illusion of freedom. Bester's face, once hidden, now plastered across every screen. Magudumana's reputation, tarnished beyond repair. Their story, a cautionary tale of greed and deception. The long arm of the law had finally caught up with them. The game of cat and mouse was over, the chase concluded. Their brief taste of freedom now a distant memory. The reality of their situation sinking in, heavy and cold. The prison walls awaited, a stark contrast to their lavish life. The price of their crimes was about to be paid in full. The world held its breath, awaiting the final verdict. Justice would be served, one way or another. The story of Thabo Bester, a dark chapter in history. A reminder that even the most elaborate schemes can fail. And that freedom, earned through deceit, is never truly free. The echoes of their actions would resonate for years to come. A legacy of crime, deception, and ultimate downfall. The truth, like a relentless tide, always finds its way. Their attempt to rewrite their story had failed miserably. The past had caught up, refusing to be erased. The consequences of their choices were now unavoidable. Their fleeting moment of luxury, now a bitter memory. The weight of their actions, a burden they could no longer bear. The final chapter of their audacious escape had begun. Justice awaited, promising a reckoning for their crimes.